Hi everyone, it's Sue again. I'm back today with another episode of our using up your 12-inch papers, and we are up to number 15. So I haven't uploaded anything for quite a while. As most of you know, I've been moving, but I've got my studio semi-sorted and keen to get back into this. Is what we're going to be making today. So it's 6 pockets. This little thing has 6 pockets, and it's made from a single 12-inch sheet of paper. Okay, so we've got one pocket here, one pocket here, another pocket here, and here on this side, and also here. Okay, you could also even sew some papers in the middle here, which we may even do that on this one, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've already chosen my 12-inch sheet of paper, and I've taken the branding strip off, and I've made sure that it's square, okay, as best I can. So what you first need to do is work out which image you'd like. You can do this with single-sided paper as well if you wish. Just on the inside you will have this plain, but it can always be inked up or covered, whatever you want to do. I've chosen this to be my outside, and this is the colour on the inside. So what I first need you to do is just go point to point, and I apologise if my head gets in the way here. I just need to see what I'm doing. So just fold your paper from point to point and crease it really well. I'll just use a bone folder if I can find it. So you've got something like that on the folded edge. If you measure 5 5/8 in from each edge, and probably the best way to do this, and I've chosen a really dark colour, but I didn't think of that. So what you need to do is measure 5 5/8 from this point into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to pop a little there. And then the same from this end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to score that. So I'm just trying to think which is the best way to do this. So what I'm going to do is, you can score this on your scoreboard, but I'm lining this line up with the crease, and I've got it on my little pencil mark there. Okay, so long as you've got it lined up with your crease there, you can fold that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same here. I'll line it up with this center crease and just find my pencil mark and just fold it like that. So that's what you end up with. So once you've done that, I've done it the right way anyway, but if you need to see your pencil marks to fold it that way, put your paper face down and then refold. So this is what you're going to have. You're going to end up with something looking like this. Now mine's a little bit out. We'll just trim that off. It's okay. So you end up with something that looks like that. So what you need to do then, so what I might do is I'll just trim that off now. That's just my folding. It's not perfect. That's just this tiniest little slither. Okay. So what you need to do now is just fold. So this line here, which is your original center fold, is just fold that up. Okay. And just crease that really well. like that. Okay, so you've got that. And now you want to fold these points here back. So remembering I'm having this as my outside. Now you want to fold these back. Just put my glasses on. Fold these back in line. So you want to fold them back to your good side, or the coloured side, the side that you're going to have as your main feature. So that's what you've got. And that's basically our pocket. So what I did, I sewed on mine, as you can see here. So I did all the folds and then I unfolded it all again. And I sewed all the way around. 4 sides. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so I've sewn around all 4 sides really roughly. One thing that I probably should have pointed out at the beginning of the video, and I apologize for that, is use something that's not too thick. A paper that's not, or a card that's not too thick, because it just makes it too bulky and too hard to fold. This one was quite a thick card, and it's quite bulky and stiff. I mean, I'm still going to use it, it's fine, but I have just found that this one has been so much easier to work with because it's a lot lighter. Okay, so I'll just quickly, as I said, I've sewn around all that. I'm not going to bother inking because it looks like it's inked anyway. So we're going to fold that to that. So we've got a triangle, okay. Then we measure 5 5/8 down from each point, and we fold each of those in, and then we're going to fold our piece up so that you have something that resembles an envelope, and then we fold each flap towards the coloured side. Okay, so each flap towards the coloured side, and that's what you have. What we need to do now is to glue part of these down, because we want to be able to, whatever we put in there, so like these I've put in just some, I haven't decorated these, just some small tags. They can either go in that way or they can sit in this way, whichever you like. You could put them in there and have some cord or ribbon sticking out, and you would see that coming from the top. That's all personal preference. So what I've done is I've glued mine down on the bottom. So just here and here. So I'm just going to do that now. And as I said, the sewing is optional. You don't have to do the sewing. I think it looks lovely without the sewing as well. Just gluing that, just gluing that down, so that gives us the 2 pockets on the inside. Now what I did do with this one was I sewed either side just to sort of keep it down, but what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to add some paper in here. So once you've glued that down, just go back through and just make sure everything's nicely scored. And that's what you have. Let me just get, so we've got a pocket there and a pocket there. This one's not going down as far because I put a bit too much glue in that one. That's okay. And then you have your front pocket. So as you can see here, I have glued, okay, so I've done this one a little bit differently, and it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue under a bit of glue, and with the stitching, This helps a bit so you can see where you are actually gluing. So I'm just gluing along that stitched line because I want this to be a pocket. So I'm just going to press that down and flip it over, and we're going to do the same. So I want this to be a pocket here. So I'm just going to do a little pencil mark. That's just so that I know where to stop the glue or start the glue. So I'm just starting it, and then I'm just following and you don't have to go right down to the corner. I'm just following my stitch line or just the edge of your card, and then you're just going to glue that down. And just in case you've got excess glue, I just stick something in there just to make sure you don't stick that whole pocket down. Okay, so that's all glued together, and I think I actually like this one, this Happy Mistake here, because the pocket sits up the top here. This one I've got, and same thing, it doesn't matter, it's all just adds a different aspect to your journal. So this one has the pocket facing down, and I've also done the pockets facing so that the bits and pieces in there face up, and on the back they're facing down. This one I've glued so that they're actually facing up. So everything's all facing up all the one way, if that makes sense. There. I'll pinch this one as well. And there. Okay, and then you have your pockets here. Here and here. Here. So cute little addition. You could put this in as a page in your journal, or you can just have it as a little journal yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get some coffee dye paper, and I'm going to just make a little booklet out of this. So I'll be right back. These need to be trimmed a little bit, but otherwise they'll be perfect. So I'm just going to I'm not going to put heaps. I'm just going to put a couple of different pieces in here. What else have we got? Probably just put, might just put 4 in, I think. I've got this one out of a notebook that I've dyed, so this will have to be trimmed down for height, but otherwise it will be perfect. I'll just put another one of these in. So how many have I got? 1, 2, so 5. Okay, and I just need to work out, it's probably about 1/2 inch I need to cut off each one. Let's see. So I'm going to cut them at 5 3/8, I think, and see how that goes. Okay, so that's perfect. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually sew, I'll take these tags out, I'm going to sew down the middle and sew this in. And what I always like to do is just turn my paper, so this is the centerpiece in my little signature. So I like to turn it the other way. And just give it a little bit of ink so that I can follow. I have a line to follow on the sewing machine. I can't find my applicator, so I'm just going to run the ink pad along the edge there. So you see it leaves a line, it just makes it easier to see what's going on. just going to refold that little signature. And then I'm going to put it in the middle here. So you can paper clip these in place if you want to as well. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm just going to quickly sew that in. Okay, so I've sewn that. So just recrease everything. And it's not a perfectly straight line, but I don't think you'll be really able to notice. So I'm just cutting my edges off there. And then you have just a little notebook inside there. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of some of these papers out of the way. So this is the first one I did, okay? So I have the pockets facing down on the front. And down on the back. On the top, I've got no paper in here. I could still add paper to that if I wanted to. You could even add like just a couple of little tablets to the top here, just glue them in there. And then I've done this one. So we have our pocket here. You can certainly put more in there. A pocket here at the front. You could also decorate this. I'm not decorating today. I may come back to that. So then we open up and we have a pocket here with our little signature. Our pocket here at the back. And then a pocket here. And a pocket here. And then you could finalize it, finish it off with, tie it with some seam binding. And you could actually have that in the center of your signature in your journal if you wish. Beautiful happy mail. Just fill that with some tags and bits and pieces. So I think that's really cute. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's our number 15. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're all keeping really well. Hopefully now my videos will be a little bit more consistent now that I'm semi-settled. Also, I just wanted to let you all know that Friday evenings here where I'm in Australia, I'm going to be going live. I did my first live last Friday night, and it was so much fun actually crafting along with someone. So even though it was virtual, it was lovely to have so many of you beautiful ladies join in, and we all chatted and had a bit of fun. So if you're interested in that, that will be on Friday evenings, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So pop in and say hi and just see what we're up to. All right, guys, so number 15 of you using up your 12-inch papers. I hope you really enjoyed that. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. Take care.